Hi, Freedom fans. It's Catherine Gordon from the Sugar Freedom Kitchen, and I'm coming to you live because I have been procrastinating. I've been procrastinating on creating my videos and editing and all of that good stuff, so I'm just going to go live. Had a lot of fun back in 2019, 2018, going live, talking about when I went carnivore that year, and things went very, very well. That was a very good year. But today's episode, I have a special announcement, very important announcement. Sugar Freedom is now free. My new motto is eat for yourself, and I gave up sugar back in 2008. I wrote Sugar Freedom in 2013, put it up in December of that year, and I've gone ahead and decided to make it free at sugarfreedom.com. So if you go to sugarfreedom.com, there's a link right there to a PDF. You don't have to put in your email. I don't even want your email. Put it in and you can get that original program for free, because what it does is I have this motto: we receive what we want for others. And when I was struggling with my weight, I was struggling with overweight and obesity, all I wanted was for somebody like me, a woman over 40 who needed to lose more than 50 pounds, to tell me exactly what she ate. And that's what Sugar Freedom is. It doesn't mean that you have to eat that way, but it helps to know people who've lost a lot of weight and maintained it, so you know that it's possible. That gives you faith in the idea that it's possible, and then you can see what they did, what I did, and then apply it to yourself, which leads me to, so the topic today is tip number 5, actually no, tip number 4 on the 5 keys to maintaining a big weight loss. And tip number 4 is friends. You've got to have friends. And it's also called social support. So I went ahead and have some of my notes here from my blog. Back when I lost my weight, I did it I finished my weight loss during a transformation contest. There was money involved and it was really cool. But the most important thing about that transformation contest is there was a social support group. We went on the ttmembers.com website and we supported each other through the process. One of the biggest changes that I made when I transformed my body and when I lost that weight is that I started lifting weight and I started doing intervals. We talk about that in the training session, and there's a lot of goodness. There's so much fitness information here on YouTube, but what helped me stick to that fitness program was the friends that I made at that website. And we would get together and we would talk about being sore, how to get to the gym, how to deal with being a newbie in the gym, how to deal with your insecurities, and also really important things like how to deal with people in your house who were, bringing sweets into the house and things like that, and how to deal with eating a different way than your family. And we had this support group where we were able to do all of these things. And so that's what I'm talking about when I talk about having friends, is that you have to have those people who have similar goals. And very often they aren't the people that you see every day. They aren't your family members. They're people that you meet. Maybe you can sign up to groups on YouTube right here. There are some Facebook groups that you can join. There's low sugar groups and there's weightlifting groups, and people who really do have positive feelings toward each other. They just want to help people out. And I'll tell you why, because here's where the magic happens. The funny thing about social support isn't the help that you receive. What works is the help that you give. That's when the magic happens. Is that I remember the first time somebody asked a question. It was either soreness or what to use instead of dumbbells or something like that. And I was like, do I have the skill or the intelligence? Is it my place to help this person out? And when I decided, yes, it is, I actually know something about this, I can help you, I reached out, and all of a sudden I felt much more positive about myself. And I felt like, wow, my goals have value. My goals matter, because they didn't just matter to me anymore. They mattered to somebody else in my group, in the forum, who wanted to do the same thing, which was learn how to lift weight and do intervals. And then also during that group, we had a saying, nothing out of a bag or a box. So we essentially gave up processed foods, and you can do the same thing. When we talk about sugar freedom, what I'm really understanding now, 13 years after I quit sugar, is that it's all about finding your level of sugar tolerance, your level of carbohydrate tolerance. And that could be just eliminating processed foods, that could be just eliminating added sugars, or it could go all the way down to what I did back in 2019, which was following a carnivore nutrition strategy in order to just get all the glucose out for a while and see if I could get my body to reset, which is actually what happened. Now, I don't make recommendations. I make demonstrations. So I went ahead and I was a certified personal trainer and I was a certified fitness nutrition specialist, but I went ahead and let those certifications go because I am more interested now in singing and dancing and being creative in that particular way. And then also really going to be focusing going forward on fitness strategies, because one of the things that you may have noticed is that nutrition has gotten pretty controversial. And so I think it's so much easier for me right now so much of the information is out there, so many different medical doctors who have come out with different programs for getting off of sugar, for getting rid of grains and vegetable oils, all of those things, that we can leave some of that to the experts. I will keep telling my story, but I'm really going to be focusing more on the exercise element, especially talking about maintaining or building muscle, because muscle is like magic. It really helps with things like insulin resistance, and it also helps with mood, because if you're in a good mood, you're going to do those good things in life that you're going to do in place of overeating. One of the reasons that I overate for many, many years is because I was unhappy. And during those brief moments where I was eating and chewing my trigger foods, those sugar-filled foods, during those moments, I felt a sense of ease, at least for that moment. But now that I have other things that I can put in that empty space, I'm less tempted because I don't have that empty space that I'm trying to fill with food. I just want to go back to a couple of specifics on applying this idea of friendship to your goals. Some of the things that are here locally, we have our local hospital, our local community college has free programs, or practically free, for you to go in and start learning about weightlifting, start learning about resistance training. And so it might be that you might have a local hospital or a community college where you could learn about weight training as well. You could, of course, get a personal trainer, which would be fabulous, but we know that that's very expensive. The other thing I really want to recommend to people, I will recommend to people, is that when I was a personal trainer, I was dealing with a lot of people who had old injuries. If I were you, and if you have old injuries, if you have pain in your back, pain in your knees, just go see a physical therapist one time, get a program from them, and then you can go on and know that you're being safe when you do your training program. So that's what's most important today, is announcing that Sugar Freedom is now free at sugarfreedom.com, and also this concept of how having friends, having social support, teaming up with people can help you stick to your nutrition and your fitness goals. So the next time somebody says to you, you know, I really do need to get strong or get in shape, that's your signal. Say, all right, let's get started and let's support each other. A couple of other tips that I have is that when you do go to the gym, I know a lot of people are very private that way, but just as you go in, if you see people, just the quick smile, the quick nod, and then keep doing your routine. But what I have found is that over the years that we do, even if we don't chat, we still have these relationships that we develop with people in the gym. And it's like, oh yeah, there's that cute little kind of gray-haired lady doing her squats and doing her Romanian deadlifts over there. And so just that sense of pleasantness toward the people in your fitness community can make a big difference. All right, that is it for me today. Go get that Sugar Freedom program if you don't already have it. And so that is tip number 4, and it is friends. Gotta have friends. And then we're gonna come back, and next week I'll have a video on number 5, which is fun. And it's all those different ways that you can find activities that replace food in your life and in your lifestyle so that you can be having fun instead of living for food. All right, everybody, be well, eat for yourself, and practice what you love. And I'll see you back here soon in the Sugar Freedom Kitchen. Bye-bye.